Welcome to Oopsie Annie's Bad Hair Day. Just overall bad oopsie day. My curling iron that I've used since I think since the 1980s. Well, they don't make it anymore. So then I bought some hot rollers and I've been experimenting and I don't know what I'm doing. Not only that, I was watching TikTok and they sell this, there was this lady doing this stuff that you stain your lips and then you peel the stuff up and you have this nice shape to your lips, and yeah. I bought some of that stuff and it's all over my face, all over my lips, and I'm misshapen. That's what I am. My lips are misshapen and my hair is misshapen. I'm oopsie misshapen. But that's not why you tuned into this video, did you? You tuned into this video because we're going to go visit another art making space. But it's a garden club. And it's January in Minnesota. We're not going to be in a garden. No, we're going to go visit a historical center, our county's historical location where a bunch of old buildings are, an old school. We're going to go to Shevlin, Minnesota, and we're going to join the garden club there and see what in the world they're doing, trying to be their creative gardener selves in the middle of winter in Minnesota. And if you're wondering where you are, well, you're in my bedroom, because remember in the last video I showed you my creative making space and it was a lot tidier. Right now I've got a lot of stuff out because I'm back to making these old dolls out of this really old vintage, well, this is going to be a bunny rabbit, out of a vintage, probably over 100-year-old crazy quilt. I mean, there were signs that it's quite old. And yeah, I'm making dolls. And I didn't show you all my dolls. I just showed you some real quick pictures. But here's a little cradle of some of Oopsie Annie's weird oopsie creations made from old quilts. I love these. These kind of are like, I think of them as Victorian owls, Victorian oopsie owls, also from a very old quilt. I like the threads kind of bust. I mean, that's somebody put that together and handled this fabric years before I did. Yeah, I'm having fun making stuff out of it. But it's time to go see what the gardeners are doing. And I'm going to join the gardening club. I am not a gardener. Maybe they'll inspire me. Hello, you ugly little zombie doll. You're happy though, but your cheeks are rotting. Poor thing. To be a zombie is not an easy afterlife. Not an easy afterlife. Let's go see the garden club before I make more of a fool of my oopsie self. Brrr! The weather this January 18th day is in the sub-zeros, but as you can see, I'm out on the road and so are other folks. Minnesotans don't just stay in the cold weather like this. We'd never get anything done. We have lots of cold days. So we get out and we get on with life. Plus, it was really an interesting drive, to tell you the truth. Snow would blow across the road, billow and whirl in the side fields. Oh, it was an exciting drive. And safe. Pretty safe. Okay, so I have made it successfully driving across these cold roads with snow blowing across them to the Clearwater County History Village. Or is it History Center? No, it's in Shevlin. And it has the historical school and outbuildings all around it. In the summer you can go in them, and it tells the story of the early settlers in this area, of which both sides of my family were early settlers in this county. First though, here's another view outside. Woo! gardeners in Minnesota are a very hardy bunch, especially we northern ones. And I'm saying we because I'm going to be a gardener too someday. Anyway, we were out there on that cold day. We filled the room. There was even more that arrived. And look at this hearty fare of foods. That is Minnesota sushi. Look it up. And we had nuts and sweets and candied goodies and cookies and crackers and dips and sandwich roll-ups, and there's what I brought. And I think, yeah, look at those roll-ups. Those are good. And hot soup. But let me show you what else we had. A hot chocolate bar. Oh, yeah, baby. And it was compliments of the History Center. And look at all the goodies you could put in your hot cocoa. I mean, I always like a good candy cane, right? There was another goodie on here. Let me see if I see it. Where is it? There it is. Malted milk balls. Apparently, they're quite delicious to put in your hot cocoa. And then before I sat down and got comfortable, I did look around at the items in there. Look at this beautiful hand-painted trunk from Sweden. I let you stop and pause if you want to read it. This is rose mauling. It's a special painting style coming from Scandinavia, Norway, I think Sweden, but I know for sure Norway. Very nice, and these are local people that have donated these items to the History Center. I know who painted these skis, Pam Jansen. While I eat my finger foods, take a look at pictures from last season's gardens. As you can see, we are perfectly capable of growing beautiful gardens in northern Minnesota. And everything can be green, green, green. But it's wintertime, so we're going to take seeds that have been collected. Like this here, that's a sumac. That red there with the little round fuzzy things, that's sumac. And we're going to fill these plastic ornaments for next year's Christmas tree that will hang at the History Center. This year's was lovely. I don't have a picture to show you, but it was a winner. Look how pretty these are turning out with the seeds in them. Very interesting. That's marigolds right there. It's a little tedious to get those little things into the next. This is, I can't even pronounce that, but you can see the word there. I think it's elegapane. There's fern. These are some of the plants we used and were collected. Aster. After brutalizing that last plant name, I'm not going to try for any more, although I do know that this one here is Sweet William. I know that. Ooh, and this is probably milkweed. Isn't it pretty? Look at them now. The milkweed is my favorite, but I love them all. So natural, so creative. Inside this meeting room, we were supposed to make snowflakes too, but ran out of time.
First to find the center.
Okay.
And then I made a fold into thirds that way. So it's in 6 pieces now. And then I cut the top off. And then I just start cutting designs. So like here's a flower at the bottom. The idea is you design that when you unfold it, you've got something interesting. And let's see, the butterfly that I did here.
That's what's really fun.
It'll bring us.
Yes. Let's do a little hummingbird over here.
I never thought to do anything but like geometric shapes. So you're putting butterflies and flowers and a hummingbird is like a new idea for me.
And add a few leaves.
Okay.
So the more cuts you put in it, the more interesting it gets. But you don't want to cut all the way through from one side to the other, because then it cuts it in pieces.
Right.
Okay. Let's do the daylily here.
Connie was trying to work faster than she normally does, so I commend her for doing this with the camera right on her hands.
Way faster than I should probably, but you get the idea.
Yes.
There's a leaf for that flower. Let's see what else do I have here. I have daisy. Let's do a daisy. Daisies have 6 petals. So if I cut out 3 or 4.
Wake up. It's Joe Ferguson on my brain.
I can go now, right? If it's so that it's just...
Let me open up what I've got so you can see what it looks like.
Look at that!
So just 2 main speakers of the
Oh, it's amazing. I find the members of the Shevlin Garden Club to be incredibly generous, kind, giving souls. I look forward to lots of fun gardening experience with them in the future, when the weather finally gets warm, that is. As I was driving back towards Bagley, I noticed something in the sky. Keep your eye on the sun. So what do you do when your art-making space is going through a cold winter outside? You wait, because you know sure enough, summer is going to come around again. Until then, keep warm and love all life around you. Be inspired, be grateful, birth joy, and bye-bye now. It's Oopsie Annie signing off. Mwah!